Hey, sixth grade. It's your favorite art teacher, Miss Eworth. We just have art class today and tomorrow. And then next week you'll have a different special area class for this period. And I'm finally making videos for my older students. I started this week with K4 and kindergarten, and I was like, hey, maybe the big kids need to see my face and some art instructions. Okay, so today you are going to draw a room in your house. And we're going to start with some lines of perspective to help you get started. And then you're going to do a great drawing, take a photo of your drawing, and take a photograph of that room. Okay, so you're in a room in your house that you think has some interesting features. I forgot what I was going to say. Look at one wall in that room. Now, when you're looking at one wall, you probably can see the two other side walls on the side. So I'm going to help you get started. Okay, hang on. Here is my paper. I need a ruler and a pencil. And the first thing I'm going to do is draw that wall that I see as a rectangle, leaving room for the ceiling, the floor, and two other walls. And you don't want to press this hard, but I am going to, so hopefully you can see my lines. And in the middle of this rectangle, whoops. Let me hold up the paper. In the middle of this rectangle, I'm going to put a tiny little dot, and that's my vanishing point, which means my lines on the side are going to vanish into that little point. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my floor, starting at the vanishing point. Again, I'm drawing super dark so you can see, but you want to draw lightly because you're going to fill this with furniture. And just another quick thought, the bigger your rectangle, the less floor, ceiling, and walls you'll have. If your rectangle is smaller, then you'll have more floor, ceiling, and walls. Okay, I'm going to draw a few other vanishing lines to help me know how to place things in my room. For example, I have a fireplace. Let's see if I can show you. Where is it? There's my fireplace. And because it sticks out into the room, I'm not going to draw it flat against the wall. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I don't want to make you dizzy. And so these other vanishing lines are going to help me. So again, from my vanishing point, here's a light line. So when I draw my fireplace, I know where to stop. Over here, I have a fluffy chair on this wall. I draw a line here, and that will help me know where to stop. When I draw things like doors and windows, I want to look and think about how far they come up to the ceiling. So in my house, the room that I'm looking at, let me show you again, hang on. We go up, we go over. This is sort of the view that I'm drawing, except without this chair in the way. Okay, so I'm going to draw the door and the window, and my ceilings are really high, so I'm just going to pretend that the window stops there, or the ceiling stops there. Okay, hang on, I'm spinning her around. And I think we're back. This video is a little crazy. Can you see my paper? Hang on one more time. Okay, here we go. So you saw that I had a door. So I'm going to put the door here, and again, I'm drawing that door lightly, and I'm thinking, how much space on the wall does that door take up? And I have a little box, a wooden box above the door, so I'm going to include that detail. And that's a thing that's flat against the wall. And then I have a big, huge window that takes up that whole wall all the way to the edge. So I'm actually going to start with the things that are flat against the wall, then add the furniture in front, and then I'll erase those overlapping lines. Okay, here we go. We're together. Here's the window, and there is a window box above it, and I'm drawing darker so you can see. Here's the door, and doors always have frames. It's what holds them in place, but a lot of times when we draw doors, we forget that, and then they don't quite look realistic. I have some detail on my door. I could add that now or later. Something to remember about these side walls is that they are trapezoids. So whatever I draw on those side walls sort of needs to not be flat. Okay, so I'm going to draw the fireplace. I've got a little piece of furniture here, like a little end table, so I'm going to leave room for that. So when I draw that fireplace, it has to come lower. It can't stop at the wall. It has to come lower because it comes into the room. Here's that another vanishing line, which is the edge of the fireplace. That way I can make this cutout in the fireplace. Let's see. Got this front of the fireplace. Fireplaces are fun to draw. And then this wide part comes here. And again, these are just my sketching lines to help me get started. I would take more time with the details, right? Here's that wooden part on top of the fireplace. And you can see that this line goes to the vanishing point. If you're drawing the kitchen, don't add a fireplace. If you're drawing your bedroom and it has a fireplace, add a fireplace. I want you to look at the room and include the details that you see. Okay, start with the things that are stuck on the wall, then draw the furniture. Let me show you how to draw a chair. So in my house on this wall, I have a chair. And again, I'm sort of going to think about those vanishing lines that the chair comes out into the room. I'm going to draw the side of the chair, and it's a big fluffy chair. And you see this diagonal line? Here's the seat part, and then I've got these fluffy arms of the chair. And then the back of the chair, it's a little bit higher. That's okay. Make it a little lower. Okay, hang on. That's a little bit of the structure of the chair to get me started. And because I have these vanishing lines, it sort of helps me put it in the right perspective. which is also why I need to draw these vanishing lines really lightly. Because when I erase this vanishing line, which is the edge of the floor, it really sort of looks like this chair is in three-dimensional space and I could sit on it. And I know I'm sort of drawing upside down, so let me hold this upright for you to see. Can you see that? Here's really the big idea. I want you to think about the inside of a room. I want you to start with vanishing lines, which are the lines that go towards the vanishing point. And that's all part of drawing from perspective, which is an art idea. Okay, there are probably a whole bunch of other YouTubes, so go and find some. Do your best, take about a half hour to do it, and I know this video is like 10 minutes, so take about 20 minutes to draw it. When you take a picture, please trace your lines and make them a little bit darker so that I can see it in your photograph. And if you can take a picture of the room, that would help me. I love looking at your work. Tomorrow is it, my friends. Ooh, so weird. I wish I could squish you all goodbye. Okay, one more lesson tomorrow to wrap it all up. Bye.